what is wisdom? And where does it come from? And have some got it and some haven't got it? And what's the opposite of wisdom? And does that have as much to teach us as what we think wisdom is? And is it culturally based? And is my Western so-called wisdom the same as Eastern wisdom? Or are some bits of it universal and other bits not? And who do I consider wise? And why do I consider them wise? And if you're wise, are you wise all the time? Or some of the time? Or under certain circumstances? I get inspiration from the dew on a spider's web in the morning. Birds and creatures inspire me, and particularly seabirds. Their resilience and their persistence and the sheer beauty of flight across water. Yeah, it could be a crumpled shirt on the floor where I see something in it. That will inspire me. Listening to people who are speaking the truth for them, that inspires me. Sometimes playing in a mask fills me with this feeling from sort of the tips of my toes right through to the ends of my hair, with that lightness of joy. My creative process tends to vary, so it's not a fixed set of things that I do. However, there are usually the same components in it. And to begin, I nearly always do some movement of some sort to get into my body.
I guess you only get to walk through life like this one time. You only get to put your feet on the ground like this time.
I have some wonderful CDs and music that I love, and it can be classical music, it could be new sort of world music, but something that engages me and gets my body moving. And then I normally have something set up ready to roll in terms of a piece of Bristol board, big piece of board, up, and some. I love working with Conte. And while the music is still going, I will start to, dance with the Conte, and that's actually what I do because it's a big piece of paper, my whole body is engaged with it. And then as I'm working, things appear. It could be a face, usually it's a face of some sort, but not always. And then from there, I love going to clay. So it's to bring that out and to see what has arrived. Depending on what's happened, it will be at that point that I will make the next choice into my creative process. Trusting that I know more than I know I know. I believe there's knowing in me that I don't know, but I know it. So I need to have vehicles to access it. We have our own answers. We have everything we need. So the art making for me is a means to tap into that wisdom, if you like, that we all have. It's different for all of us, but we have it. And sometimes the scariest things or the most upsetting things for me can turn to laughter and absurdity quite quickly. And if I embody that in a mask, and that scary whatever it is personified, and I can embrace it, then it's not scary anymore. Because now the invisible has been made visible. I am Godmother Death. All come to me in the end. To stay awake. To stay awake and be present. If we can stay awake and we are in touch with what's happening with us, we know when we're doing something that makes our heart sing. But be awake to what you think and how you can contribute and how you can serve. So you're not trying to imitate. You're staying who you are and taking yourself into the world. If you're awake and if you feel it in your body and if your heart is singing, then nobody can tell you otherwise.
You gotta dream real big, you gotta look to the sun above and bask in the warmth of a home that is filled with love. Ooh. When you're driving in the car and your song comes on the radio, sing it out loud, howdy, 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 ho. Oh, and the day's turning out nothing but right. You gotta stand up tall and say it's out of sight, 'cause you only get to walk through life like this one time.